Hey, it's Bridgette. Nice to see you here on the Fairy Grasshopper channel. This is my vlogging channel. If you're looking to find me specifically doing my psychic work, go ahead and check out Above Life channel on YouTube, where I channel afterlife celebrity guests to help inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. Today, I am here to share with you a card reading. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done some card readings, so we're getting into the good old-fashioned card readings. You know, oracle cards. You know, our favorite card deck that we use here most often is by Denise, Linn, the Sacred Traveler deck. And we don't just love them because they're gorgeous purple. Hello, Divine Feminine. Hello, Crown Chakra energy. But because they're practical. Practical and psychic. Oh yes, it's possible to be both. And that's our goal, isn't it? To take psychic information, intuitive connection, energy, and to bring it in and apply it into your day-to-day life. That is the goal here, to inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. In a super good mood today. I hope you are too. If you're not, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Be where you're at. Be who you is, not who you ain't. And maybe we can change some of that energy, shift a little bit of it with some positive. Oh, did you guys hear that? I heard that desk bell, that little desk bell by the back door, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That is Louie. Louie, our miniature dachshund. If you watch me on Bridgette Inspired on Instagram, yep, Bridgette Inspired, that's my handle on the Insta. You know that Louie is one of my doggies, and he's so smart. He's actually dinging the bell when he wants to go outside. That's what he does, and he dings it for his friends too, because we got a doggy posse here. I just flipped out a couple of cards, so we're gonna limit the deck down now. I've got 4 cards here. 4. We're gonna pick 2, okay? We're gonna pick 2 cards today. I'm gonna pick this one and this one. I'm gonna use these 2. The other 2 cards, these ones, I will flip over and post a picture of on Instagram. So check out Bridgette Inspired on Instagram, and these will just be additional cards to provide you with the extra opportunity to enhance your own learning, to practice your own psychic skills by making your own interpretations, getting your own messages from them, okay, in addition to these 2. All right, so these 2 will be on Instagram, Bridgette Inspired. All right, so you ready? Are you ready, Freddie? Here we go. This is the first one. Ooh. So you know, when I teach you about using card decks, when I teach you about using your own intuition, it's all about your own perception. What I share with you is just a starting point. It's just a baseline, that's it. It's just one person, a human, which is what I am. Just because I'm psychic does not mean I have all the answers. On the contrary, very much a lifelong student, okay? But I just give you a starting point here. And one of the places that I begin with is the imagery, the color, the imagery, the symbolism, the metaphors. This is all layers of information that you get from using card decks, these oracle cards. These aren't creepy or freaky card decks. These are real, actual tools to help you connect with your own messages, either from your own spirit, your own intuition, or perhaps from your spirit guides that are helping to give you guidance along the way. You know, we're all supported, even on days when you really don't feel like you are. All right, so this first card, the colors, we're going to focus on the colors. Some of you are going to really hone in on the words. That's fine. That's great. If that's what you resonate with, use your journal and write about the words that show up, all right, and what it means to you. But what I'm going to zoom in on here is the picture, the imagery, because that's where I start. That's what impacts me again. Metaphor, image, color. So the first thing I notice on this particular card is this lovely lady. She gives me a vibe of Saint Catherine. Saint Catherine, which brings me an energy of the Wheel of Life, which is actually a circle divided into 8 parts. 8 is an infinite number. It feels like to me that there is a leadership opportunity for you here to advocate for yourself, to understand all of the parts, all of the pieces, all of the topics, all of the different variety of areas in your life. Sometimes those areas can be competing for your attention. Sometimes they can be overwhelming. I get it. It can be hard to focus because it can be feeling like a lot. Are you an empath? Yes, you might be. But I feel St. Catherine here. I feel a little connection to her. Along with St. Catherine, we also have a connection to St. Joan of Arc. So this particular card for me personally reminds me of some spirit guide energy, okay? And that wheel of life energy, not about finding balance. Balance is a myth. It's really about alignment. What is working, what is not working for you, getting back into the flow at your center core, the basics, the very basics. Notice that there's an owl here. The owl for me personally represents the energy of the divine feminine. And you know that I do a lot of work with divine feminine energy. That's my homestead. That's my home base. The owl is also connected and representative of Isis, the goddess Isis, beautiful Egyptian goddess energy, the midwife, helping you with your process of change. The energy of red that's in the dress here could be connected to the root chakra, helping you to center, to get at that core, just really be settled at your center, your foundation, and knowing that all those different 8 parts, so those facets of your life, that they're going to be there for you. Like, you don't have to solve all these problems at once. And it seems like when you focus on one area, other areas start to act up. Almost like kids, you know, you give one too much attention, then everybody else wants attention. Or almost like my dogs, right? Give too much attention to one, and you know who comes in? Toby Jeff, my miniature schnauzer. Toby Jeff, he comes right in. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh me. Your life sometimes feels like that, doesn't it? So let's take a moment to connect with that red energy of the root chakra and allow for a centering, settled energy. Let's just do that. Let's actually pause for a moment. I feel so excited today. Like, I'm really enthusiastic. I feel great spiritually. I'm very connected and enthused. I'm so enthused. I feel like that. So let's take a breath. Connect into that grounding, centering space within your body, acknowledging that your heart really is a center point for you. It truly is. And that the heart really works together with that root chakra, that rich red root chakra. The heart is green, typically in the chakra charts, and red at the root. And that green and red is not just for Christmas. It is for a balance, a natural balance. The green, the opportunity, the prosperity, the growth, the learning. This is where we all are, here and now. Oh, yes. And as you breathe in, just relax the heart and let that root chakra energy come up from the base of your tailbone and come right into that heart and just provide it with some rich red nutrients for that soil. Some red, connective, centered, grounded energy to help you grow, to support you, to allow you to feel supported. Body, mind, heart, and soul. Body, mind, heart, and soul. Of course, we've got some yellows here to connect with your spirit, your intuition. Totally makes sense, of course. We've got some images of trees, the tree of life energy for my Celtic shaman friends, for my friends who work with animals, spirit totems. Make sure you look up the meaning. Go ahead and Google it on up, owl, and see what additional information that spirit guide might have for you. Again, we also have Goddess Isis energy present. We have the energy of St. Catherine also present. We also have Joan of Arc as well. Lots of advocacy energy, divine feminine energy. There are hues of green in this image. Again, the green is that tapping of or that gentle presence of that heart chakra as your center point. Now the words for journaling: solitude. Almost, when I look at it, it almost looks like solitude. Solitude, like a soul attitude. Solitude. It's not isolation, it's not separation, it's soul time. Solitude, soul time for reflection. In silence, peace prevails. Nice, powerful words. Soul, peace. Very good energy here. Very good energy. Wow, that was a lot of depth. We could have just done one card. We could have done one and done. Let's take a drink of our tea. Oh yes, this is my Elvis mug. I have to show this a little bit, showcase this a little bit. I was talking to a client the other day and she had given this to me, oh gosh, a year and a half or so ago, and I told her I just love this mug. It's not too heavy. It's perfect for tea. I have tea in it now. I had to switch from the caffeinated coffee to the tea now, right? It's afternoon time here. Have to do that. I have enough enthusiasm, hyperactive energy going. We don't need any excess there, right? On to card number 2. Remember, we've got 2 additional cards that I will post on Bridgette Inspired, so you can see those as well. Ooh, oh, okay, so this feels good. This feels like a fresh start. It feels like we're starting on a journey, like you're prepared. The vibes I'm getting off this card is you're prepared. Do not question yourself. Do not doubt yourself. It's like you're going on a trip and you're like, did I pack too much? Did I pack too little? Do I need like an extra umbrella? What if it's cold? What if it's hot and I have all this extra stuff? What if my suitcase is too heavy? What if this? What if that? Blah, 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 blah. And so we always overpack, don't we? And so that's kind of what our brains do too when we're preparing for something. When you have a great idea or a new project or you've made a new decision, like you're making a move. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're changing jobs. Maybe you're moving houses. And whatever that looks like for you, just to know that it is completely natural to overthink about stuff, to overproject all your doubts and fears about everything you've ever experienced as far as expectation, disappointment, all of that stuff, all of your past failures will come right up to you because that seems to be what the mind does. It wants to check just to make sure you're safe. The overprotective helicopter parent, which I myself, you can ask my oldest daughter who's 20 in like a week. She's gonna be 20. Oh my gosh, am I really that old? Don't answer that, people. Nobody answer that. I can understand that energy of the mind, that the mind would be like that because it loves you, okay? It's well-meaning. It's well-meaning. So this energy feels like you're stepping out. Maybe you're finally going to get out of that rut that you've been in. Maybe you're finally feeling some movement. Maybe you're finally feeling less restricted, less confined, or you're just tired of where everything's been at and you feel so stagnant that you're just ready to do something different, whether that's taking an online yoga class or taking a college class or taking a seminar or maybe joining a great book club online. There's tons of book clubs. Maybe you're going to start your own thing. Maybe you love to read and you're going to do book reviews, you know, that kind of a thing. Just there's so many different options that can pop out when you are finally at that point when you're just like, why am I just waiting? Like, what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? There's a ton of green in here. When you look at this, there is just a ton of green. One of the things that captures my attention in this imagery is the landscape. The fact that there's hills and valleys. There's so much scenery. There's so much to be seen and experienced. There's like farm fields and crops and just there's the colors of the golden sky. There's just so many different things that are present. There's so many things that are worthy to see along the way. Like, life isn't supposed to be this just, I'm stuck in one place forever and I live until I die. There's supposed to be experiences. It is experiential. That's why people call it a journey. That's why they call it a path. And this road, yeah, symbolism. Now notice there's 2 people here. There's one really close, the person with kind of the blonde hair and the hand out kind of waving. And there's a person off in the distance with the purple shirt. You see that? And it looks like they're exchanging pleasantries and one is off on the path. They're off on the way. They're taking a journey. They're on the adventure. They're starting the adventure. They're taking a trip. And it's really about transitioning or moving from one place to a next, transcending the current state where you're feeling like if you're not feeling so great, shifting into a different kind of an energy and trying something new gets you out of a rut. It certainly can. Just take the first step. Begin now. Just begin. Everything, you don't have to know all the answers. You're not going to know all the answers. Your mind is going to tell you you need to know all the answers, but that's not true. Your mind works like a computer, and in computers there are formulas and things add up and they equal. And that's not what life is about. Life is much more creative. It is much more of a journey of discovery, of adventure. And so many of us, I think, are starting to remember what it was like to travel, to remember what it was like to start new creative projects, to not feel held back by stress or dampened by the unknown or uncertainty that we've been feeling, and not be hindered by those things. And now we're kind of getting to the point, I think, where we're just kind of ready for something fresh. A lot of green energy, again, heart chakra, a lot of yellow, gold energy, solar plexus, spirit. So the heart and your soul are working together, your intuition and your empathy, your compassion. This is like optimism, you guys. This is just like optimism. It's not, hey, know all the answers. It says begin. It says begin. Okay? Begin. That's it. Begin with an idea. Begin with an inspiration. Simple. Keep it simple. Do not get too complicated. All right, when I see gold and I see green together, I think gold, Archangel Gabriel. You guys know I love archangels. I love the angels. Super easy to connect with as spirit guides. Archangel Gabriel is all about communication and connection. So if you want assistance, ask Gabriel to help out. Plus, Gabriel's fun. He's like Danny Kaye and Singing in the Rain. He's just very much a showman. He's so fun to be around. Very good entertaining. Keeps you entertained. And a great communicator, helps you connect with your spirit so that you can begin to trust yourself, your intuition. Yeah, and you can have that spiritual support along the path. And then also that green is Archangel Raphael, helping to heal any kind of misjudgments or misunderstandings, any kind of judgments you have about yourself based on past experiences of what you deem as failure or self-doubt energy. Bring in Raphael and have him help work with you as you move through some of those thoughts that are natural to come up. Okay, your mind isn't bad. It's really not trying to sabotage you, but its natural instinct is to do whatever it can to keep you safe. And safe means comfortable and not doing anything. It's like a toddler. You know how I had 3 boys and 1 girl, and my 3 boys were crazy. Busy, 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 at least 2 of them, super busy, active. And so it's like, as a mom, we used to say, I really wish I could just wrap him in bubble wrap to make sure he doesn't hurt himself or kill himself or do something crazy, jump off a piece of furniture and cut his head open or something, you know, like, oh my gosh, really? They don't even think about it. They're like young toddler, young boys, you know, energy bouncing off the walls. And you say, I just want to wrap them in bubble wrap, you know? That's kind of what your mind wants to do for you. It feels like your soul is just this free-flowing, wild spirit, and it is, and you are, but not in a bad way, in an awesome way to help inspire you. That's where the term free spirit comes from, okay? It's because, yeah, it's free, it's okay. It doesn't need predictability. It doesn't worry about the uncertainty. It does the best it can to give you advisement and to work with you to keep you inspired and keep you, you know, motivated and moving on your journey, on your path, right? Okay, so together we've got solitude and begin now. This is almost like action steps, or step 1, step 2, step 1, step 2. Got a ton of spirit guides that have come through in this particular card reading for you today. All the guides on this card, including that owl totem animal, and then all of the energies of the archangels that came through on this particular card. So go ahead and get to know them a little better, invite them into your life experience if that's something that you would like to do. Grab your journal and make sure you take opportunity to use these points that we've shared here today as just starting points for you, and go deeper, get more information, more insight. Maybe there's some additional messages that are specifically for you in these cards. And remember, I will share these other 2 cards on Bridgette Inspired on Instagram. Whoop. There you go. quick view of them, quick view. I'll go post them on Instagram as well. All right. Is it good? Are we good, you guys? Did we inspire your spirit? All right, good. I'm glad. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Make sure before you leave Fairy Grasshopper channel that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other of the interesting intuitive videos that I share, and also my just casual Bridgette vlogs where I talk to you about real life and sometimes psychic stuff as well. So if you're trying to find me, check me out on social media at Bridgette Inspired on the Instagram Bridgette Inspired on Facebook. You can also check out my other YouTube channel where it's all things psychic mediumship connected, specifically channeling afterlife celebrity guests to get you inspired for yourself and encourage you to live your best life, at Above Life channel on YouTube. Above Life channel also has a Facebook page if you're interested in that as well. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.